History is full of firsts.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Many of those firsts shaped our way of life. For 70 years, KPRC Channel 2 has been proud to be pioneers in shaping television and Houston history.
In a state the size of Texas, I hope everyone can enjoy.
Causing the storms Thursday. Minutes before 9 o'clock, the crew's here telling her.
For the first time in a long, they had 11. See the some of your men.
Isn't it good to work for a place that has a sense of history? And indeed it is.
See, taking the president from Spring to College Station following his
If you have something you'd like Channel 2 Investigates to check out, call the tip line at 713-223-TIPS or email investigates@click2houston.com. Channel 2 News begins right now with breaking news.
That breaking news coming to us from North Harris County. A 10-year-old child has been shot. That child has been taken to the hospital, and we just learned that child's condition is critical.
Sky 2 live over the scene right now. Chisholm Trail near Rankin Road, just east of I-45, the North Freeway. We do have a crew on the way. We will get an update for you as soon as they arrive on scene.
Now to more breaking news. A traffic alert just now clearing near the Bel Air area. It's the crash we've been following since our 4 o'clock newscast. Our Sky 2 was over the scene just a short time ago. A deadly motorcycle crash along the West Loop near Evergreen. Investigators say a woman was on that motorcycle and hit the back of the car. That woman has been killed.
We do want to show you a live picture now from our Houston TransStar camera in that area. All northbound lanes along the West Loop in the area have just reopened, as Andy said. For hours, those lanes were closed, causing a traffic backup and forcing all vehicles onto the feeder road. We do know that traffic impacts your life in a huge way around here, and that's why we've launched a brand new initiative called What's Driving Houston. You will find new maps that show real-time drive times at click2houston.com/traffic.
Only on 2 tonight, a bank account mystery, a dollar amount deficit that would take anyone's breath away.
$99 billion in the red. A Missouri City woman asking Channel 2 to help her find out why. Now, that woman logged on to her late husband's Chase bank account and saw that shocking number.
Turns out it was not an error, but the huge deficit isn't real either. Channel 2's Bill Barajas live tonight with the explanation. Bill, this is something all bank customers should know could happen.
Well, that's exactly right. And the woman we spoke to says that Chase bank account, as you mentioned, belongs to her late husband. She logged onto his account and realized there was a big problem. And when I say big, I'm talking over $99 billion big.
Oh, my eyes, my jaw, the whole thing just dropped right to the floor.
Lori Judd says that reaction was brought on by the overdrawn balance in the account.
That number says $99,999,998,005.31.
Judd noticed the issue Sunday. You see, she was happily married for 4 years. Her husband, Brian, died just about 3 weeks ago. She was in the process of closing up his accounts when she realized there was a problem.
And you hope that when you go, that the both of you go together or something like that. And then he's gone. That's an emotional impact of huge proportions. And then to have something like this happen, Did not need that.
Judd says she tried emailing and calling Chase but got no response. We contacted them and were told the account wasn't actually overdrawn. It was more of a hold. A Chase spokesman said it was standard practice. They went on to say Brian Judd was the only person on the account. After his passing, we put the debit on the account to protect against unauthorized withdrawals. Judd doesn't agree with the practice, but says she hopes by speaking out, others will be spared the stress and heartache.
If somebody else can learn from this and it can somehow be prevented from happening to somebody else, that'd be a big plus.
And a bit of good news here. I spoke to Judd just before news time. She says she talked to Chase. They got everything figured out, and she will be given access to her late husband's account. Reporting live, Bill Barajas, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Bill. We were happy to help Mrs. Judd figure this out, and we would love to hear from you as well. If you have a concern, something you'd like us to look into, please contact 713-223-TIPS. You can also email us at storyideas@kprc.com.
We are back to the tale of two seasons, warm temperatures today, and a big cool down for tomorrow.
Yeah, Frank is tracking a cold front that comes in tonight, actually.
Yeah, it's just a windy, cold air mass that is on the way in, the tale of two different air masses, and today was the good one.
Yes, it was.
Because tomorrow, not so much. In fact, we have wind advisories already tomorrow. 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., looking for sustained winds of 20 to 25 and gusts to 35. Gale warnings, small craft advisories offshore. Right now, we've actually have a little bit of thin cloudiness starting to move in after a stellar, beautiful, sunny day. Temperatures in the 60s to 70 degrees in Lake Jackson, still the warm spot, but the temperatures are going to be cooling pretty quickly, and the winds picking up now, 14 miles an hour in Brenham, 15 down in Wharton, 18 in Palacios. Look upstream. It's 31 in Amarillo, 55 in Dallas, 41 in Oklahoma City, and it's going to continue to all surge in our direction, so that's the way it's headed. The winds are pretty remarkable with all of this, 30, 31, 22, 26, 21 in San Antonio, but gusts to 48, 39, 32. So it's going to be a windy, gusty day for us as well. In fact, we're going to go from the mid-70s today, this afternoon, to the mid-40s by tomorrow morning. So get ready and brace yourself. We'll talk about the wind forecast pretty much all day for Wednesday, and that leads us to a freeze forecast for Thursday. The weekend, some relief. It's all straight ahead. Andy?
All right, Frank, thanks so much. Now back to that breaking news in North Harris County. That's where a 10-year-old child has been shot.
Sky 2 live over that scene, Chisholm Trail near Rankin Road. Marianne Martinez just arrived on scene and joins us live now. Marianne?
Well, from what we know, it sounds like a family tragedy developing out here. Again, a 10-year-old has been shot, potentially by a relative who was in the home with him. Let's go ahead and take a live look at what's happening out here. Authorities descending on this scene. Now, again, the early information we have is that he was with a 19-year-old relative who was handling a firearm and did not realize the safety was off on that weapon. Authorities are calling this an accidental shooting. The Harris County Sheriff's Office is responding to this scene. They tell us that the 10-year-old has been taken to Memorial Hospital in an unknown condition. Now, just as we were pulling up here, the sheriff was arriving himself and told us he was going to get a briefing and come back and give us more information on this developing story. Of course, we'll bring you the latest as we get the information. Reporting live, Marianne Martinez, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Marianne, thank you. Bravery, moxie, spunk. This woman has them all, and we think you'll agree after you see this story. 4 thieves targeted her in a parking lot, and she did not back down, not one bit. Our Phil Archer live with her story only on 2. Phil.
Yeah, she is petite, soft-spoken, middle-aged, an apparent easy mark, but the 4 guys who tried to rob her may have a different opinion now. Just 5 feet 3 inches tall, Gelare Gordarzi successfully fought off 4 younger, stronger men using only her wits and a well-placed knee.
What I did, and apparently it works.
She was leaving for work one morning when 4 men approached her car. One tried to force his way in while another pulled her out. She says she didn't think, just reacted.
He pulled me out of the car, he was trying to drop me on the ground. But in that moment, I decided if I'm going to fall, he's going to fall with me, so I kicked him in his.
A knee to the groin put one assailant on the ground, but one of his friends quickly jumped in her car to drive it off. He just couldn't figure out how to use the keyless ignition switch.
Then the 3 of them yell, "Drive off, drive off." He finally opened his mouth and tell him, "I don't know how to operate this."
Spooked, the would-be robber pushed past her and ran away with the others. In their haste, they overlooked her purse, which contained about $2,000 cash, the overnight take from the restaurant she manages.
I had other people money with me. So I decided if they're going to take the car, they're going to take me with it.
She says she didn't realize how frightened she was until it was over, but adds if it happened again, she'd do the same thing.
So there are so many losers looking for shortcuts.
Now, police will tell you the best strategy if someone's trying to rob you is to give them what they want and avoid getting hurt. Miss Gordarzi is an exception to the rule. Reporting live in Southwest Houston, I'm Phil Archer, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Phil. And now a warning for anybody who drives, and that's practically all of us. Car-related crimes are on the rise here in Houston. The details laid out in an internal HPD memo obtained by Channel 2. Channel 2's Sion Rhodes live in Southwest Houston with the crime alert for drivers this evening. Sion?
And Dominique, that memo showing that the first 30 days of this year were very busy for thieves, finding all kinds of new ways to target your vehicle. This internal Houston police memo obtained by Channel 2 News shows so far this year, auto theft crimes of all types are up at least 20%.
It's pretty shocking, really.
Mustafa Abidi shocked by the number and by what happened to his car just a few weeks ago.
The wheels are just gone. The car was on the floor. They were sitting on blocks.
According to the memo, HPD's auto theft division is seeing a lot more wheel and rim thefts. And they say newer model Toyota sedans, just like Mustafa's, seem to be targeted more than other vehicles. The memo also says thefts from motor vehicles have gone up 140% from January 2019 to January 2020. And that gun thefts related to auto crimes continue to climb, up 25% in January.
I can't speak to specifically what's causing this. I don't have a specific answer for you. I wish I did.
Commander Dana Hitzman of the Auto Theft Division wrote the memo, which she says her department and others will use to stay on top of crime trends.
And this is a very large city, so what might be a problem in one area is not necessarily a problem in the other. We're intelligence driven in that we're putting our resources where they need to be.
And HPD calling these numbers informal and unofficial, but still something they'll use to track crime and help keep the public safe. Reporting live in Southwest Houston, Sion Rhodes, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Sion. Well, it's that time of year where horses are almost as common a sight on our roadways as cars. The rodeo trail ride tradition coming up.
And for the first time since the season ended and his promotion to general manager in that new role, head coach Bill O'Brien is talking again. His day with the media at the NFL Combine and what he said ahead in sports.
And getting back to the moon starts at Johnson Space Center. Tonight, we're getting a glimpse behind the scenes at how Artemis astronauts are training. Next on Channel 2 News at 6.
City for less.
Channel 2 investigates Houston area nursing homes and how to find one for your loved one.
My mom was totally nude. She was saturated in urine and feces. The whole bed was covered. I just felt like I felt her.
We just had basic questions like how long patients stay in their rooms with no attention from a staff member.
I'm not doing this right now.
There's other people there that don't have a voice.
The nursing homes in our area with the worst violations tonight on Channel 2 at 10.
Well, the next big mission for NASA, return to the moon, and the training to get there is happening right here in Space City.
The Artemis astronauts are working hard at Johnson Space Center, and tonight NASA is showing us what that training looks like. Here's Houston's space reporter Roseanne Aragon with our ongoing series, The Future of Space.
It's the apple of NASA's eye, going to the moon and then Mars and beyond. NASA is recruiting what they're calling the Artemis generation of explorers. Today, trainers showed us what that preparation might look like and what they believe it will take to take humans further than they've ever gone before.
We're going to the moon to stay by 2024, and this is how.
NASA is preparing for its biggest endeavor. But here in Space City, NASA's big mission at the moment is recruiting the next generation of space explorers from all over the country to make the dream come true. Would you want to be an astronaut? Applications will be accepted starting March 2nd.
We're looking for the folks who have been passionate and dreamed of being an astronaut for their entire lives.
With NASA's Johnson Space Center and facilities, human spaceflight is part of this city's DNA. At the Neutral Buoyancy Lab, the new generation of astronauts will train just just like this. But before the new recruits are hired, they must have a master's in a STEM field and pass NASA's long-duration spaceflight physical.
Copy 1, copy 2, let me check the backup.
Learning to live amongst the stars in a weightless, tough environment and how to work as a team.
Bottom line, it all comes back to safety.
Taking the Artemis astronauts will be the Orion capsule.
This critter is designed to go around the moon. It can't land on the moon itself.
It's designed to carry 4 people, launching atop what will be the most powerful rocket to the Gateway, an orbiting lunar outpost, the stop before heading to Mars. And astronauts would go through robotics training and simulations.
Their hands are right here on the hand controllers.
Contributing to this dream.
I develop, design, test, install.
Step by step. But NASA is looking for the dreamers who know the sky is not the limit.
23 years and I still love it.
Of course, one step at a time, the next class of astronauts won't be announced until summer of 2021. Take me from the Johnson Space Center, Roseanne Aragon, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Absolutely. Why not, Roseanne?
We are counting down to Rodeo Houston. The competitions and the concerts get started 1 week from today.
Oh, yeah, but first come the barbecue cook-off and, of course, the parade. Here's a sign the parade is just days away. Trail riders making their way into town. The trail rides are a signature tradition of the rodeo. Trail riders will all gather at Memorial Park at the end of the week. That's ahead of the parade on Saturday.
And more signs that it's almost rodeo time. The carnival is set up, and we just received word that the dirt is being loaded into NRG Stadium.
So all that's missing is the signature weather that accompanies rodeo, right, Frank?
It's beautiful today, but tomorrow with these winds, 20, 25 miles an hour, gusts to 30, 35, and you're trying to set up your barbecue tent.
Not a good mix.
And you just,
no.
So we'll see, but hang on. It's going to be a fairly rough Wednesday. In fact, already changes. Look at this. The ducks are waiting for cold weather. But these clouds have started to move in, and this little undulation you see up there with the little sinking clouds, that's often a sign of some cold air up top that is sinking. So it's going to get cold and it's going to get windy, and we have extremely high tree pollen today, 80% of which is oak trees. So it's really those oak trees, and the wind is really going to blow that around, all of those little green things right off the trees, blow all that pollen around. It'll settle on Thursday, and it'll be even worse. So if you have any kind of oak tree allergies and you take anything for them, you might want to make sure you have that handy. 73, 75, 72 this afternoon. Already getting a little shake to the camera. Right now, 66. Winds have picked up to 13. 52% the humidity, nice and dry. Look at that sunset in Galveston. That's just beautiful. And folks on the beach enjoying it. 63 degrees, so just a little cool. Still a southeast wind there. That's going to be changing along with everybody else's. 71 in Pearland, 61 up in College Station. So quite the 10-degree spread going on here. And the winds now 14, 15 miles an hour back toward Brenham, 10 in Huntsville and Conroe, 13 Bush and Hobby, but the wind gust 21, 23, 18, 17. That's what we're really going to see pick up, and all that wind is going to slide right on in here. In fact, tomorrow morning at 6, we're looking for 15 to 18, 19 mile an hour sustained winds, which only get stronger as the day continues. 20, 21 into the afternoon, the same thing, 20, 21. So really 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. is really going to be a breezy one. Then things begin to calm down. That calm allows the temperatures to go down toward freezing. Tonight, not so bad. We'll go from the 50s and the 60s right on down through the 50s to the mid-40s. Some upper 30s tomorrow, but it's going to be windy 30s and windy 40s. So it's almost going to feel about 7 to 8 degrees colder than the actual. Tomorrow afternoon in the 50s and still very windy, as you saw, and then there's our freeze line for Thursday morning if all of the wind really calms down. If it stays up, that'll help save us. But if it doesn't, if it really, what we call decouples and just goes calm, then we're 30, 31, 28, 30 in Brenham. So watch out there. That high is what's bringing us all of this windy condition with that low. Once it gets right over the area, that's when it calms down. But it's going to be a windy Wednesday and a cold Thursday. Once we get to Friday, this will be south of us. We'll start to get a nice southerly flow. So going into the weekend, we warm up very nicely Saturday and into Sunday. We just have to get there. So here's a look at the 7 and 10 day. And you can see we're going to see some improvement from 54 all the way to 80 by Tuesday. For the barbecue cook-off, it's going to be nice weather. 60 degrees for a high on Thursday. Go Texan days to 70. The parade weather, 72. Sabercats play on Sunday. Dynamo on Saturday. The next front, when we get to 80, takes us back down again. Right now, I don't see a lot of rain with that. There's a chance, but right now it's only at about 20%, but that's next week. We got to get through the next couple of days. Windy Wednesday and freezing Thursday.
A fun-looking weekend, though.
Yeah, though. Yes, nice.
We just need to get there.
Yeah, we're going to get there.
Thank you, Frank.
Yeah.
Randy joining us now. Time for NFL teams to really focus on the draft.
Yeah, this time of the year starts with heading to Indianapolis, spending a week there at that combine to scout. Everybody is there, including Texans GM. Kind of sounds weird. And head coach Bill O'Brien. We got to get used to that. Bill O'Brien, fresh off that embarrassing loss to the Chiefs, made a big announcement regarding one of his duties today on the sidelines. We'll tell you what he's saying straight ahead. Plus, it's opening week for the Houston Dynamo. What they're saying about Saturday's season debut at home at BBVA. Coming up next. All right, welcome into the Xfinity Sports Desk tonight. The wait is over. Bill O'Brien speaking. Yes, actually speaking for the first time since the season ended. Today at the Combine, he announced that offensive coordinator Tim Kelly will now call the plays this season. Of course, when you start talking about this offense, it's about protecting the quarterback, Deshaun Watson, as well. That's been a big concern that O'Brien says he plans to address this offseason.
Yeah, it's very challenging. You have to do as good a job as you can of making sure that you take care of your quarterback. You know, I think that's important when you have a great young quarterback. But at the same time, you've got to have a team around him. But I think you have to have really good people in your organization that understand and can come up with creative ways to help those issues relative to putting a team together.
All right, you know it's early in spring training when you need a roster to look up the likes of number 85 and number 93 on the Astros roster. Most of the starters still out of the lineup. They'll ease their way in, so the minor leaguers with a shot to step up. Here's the only highlight today for the Stros against Miami. Chase McCormick, grand slam right there. Astros went up 4-3. Marlins broke a 4-all tie in the ninth when Gerard Encarnacion launches the big bomb to center. Astros fall 7-4. They'll take on the Cardinals tomorrow in West Palm. U of H spring football workouts continue. Fourth practice for the Cougars, who opened last week. Big topic now is the quarterback position, with De'Ara King transferring out of the program. The clear-cut #1 starter is Clayton Tune, who's impressing head coach Dana Holgorsen.
The good news is he's a clear #1, and there's no quarterback controversies whatsoever. So I think that's positive for our entire team. He's a different guy now, you know, so he feels like this is his team, and I think it's going to make him a better player, just knowing that he's the guy.
All right, Dynamo open their season coming up Saturday against international superstar Chicharito Hernandez. He's big time, and the LA Galaxy coming to town. Tickets are going fast for this match. Head coach Tab Ramos says he feels really good about the team chemistry heading into the game.
Yeah, we're excited. It seems like the preseason went by fast. We've done a lot of preparation. It has not been easy for the players this year because they had so much time off. But I feel like we're finally getting into rhythm and feel good about this weekend.
Yeah, new coach, some new faces on this Dynamo team. They feel like they could make a playoff run this year, but that's a big opener Saturday. They expect close to a sellout.
That's great. Good for them.
Get the momentum
big names
going.
In town. Yeah, that's right.
And we'll be right back.
The wind's going to be picking up.
You know, I can deal with the cold a lot more than the wind and the cold.
Oh, yeah, that
wind
combo?
is tough. We have wind advisories starting at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's going to pick up before then, but from 6 to 6 tomorrow, 20 to 25 mile an hour winds. So hold on to the leash if you take that dog out tomorrow.
Hold on to that dog.
Dog's holding on to it right there.
Temperatures falling through the 60s, right on toward the 50s, and then the 40s overnight. I'll have an update tonight at 10 o'clock.
Okay, Frank, thanks. Entertainment Tonight's coming up next.
We'll see you at 10.